Hello, my name's Charles Dynastic. I am the Managing Director of the Blue Bond Group. We've been inheritance tax specialists for more than 18 years and have helped hundreds of clients save millions of pounds on their inheritance tax planning. So today's video is aimed specifically at landlords and professional landlords and why I believe they carry a massive risk if they own their properties personally. Okay, so welcome back. So why do I believe that landlords holding property personally is a massive risk these days? Well, the legislation for professional landlords has increased tremendously over the last 5 years with gas certificates, PAD certificates, health and safety tech issues, all of these sorts of things coming up, and even local authorities wanting licenses to run properties. Now, here's the risk. If there is a serious accident in one of your properties, you could potentially be sued personally if, for instance, somebody died in one of your properties. Now, if you're sued and that lawsuit is successful, then because you own the properties personally, you could literally be sued for everything you own. That's your home, the value of all your savings, all of your investments, literally everything could go in the event of a successful lawsuit. So most landlords will say, well, yeah, but I'm insured. Right, okay, you're insured. Do insurance companies always try and, see through the small print is the point I'm making. And I think that's an issue, right? So even with insurance, it's still a massive risk that frankly you don't need to take. So how do you avoid that risk? It's a simple matter of setting up a limited liability partnership. So not a general partnership, a limited liability partnership. Okay, so now the liability, if you do get sued, is just the value of the properties that's in that partnership. Now, okay, if you've got 20 properties and it's in there, it's still a significant amount of money, but at least there's a limit to it, right? So as opposed to everything you own, your home, your house, everything. So the cost of setting up a limited liability partnership is relatively cheap. You could just go to a local accountant, they could set it up for a few £100 and that's it. However, generally speaking, accountants will say, oh, well, you need to convey the properties into the partnership, but that's not strictly true. You can do it via a declaration of trust. So when we set these up for clients, we set up the partnership in the same way as any accountancy practice would, but we also do the legal work for the declaration of trust to set it up. So we do the whole job in one place, really. So that's the important thing. However, you do have to do an annual tax review for a limited liability partnership, which will also cost you a few £100 per year. So bear that in mind. But bearing in mind the risk that you're taking, I think that few £100 as part of an overall property portfolio is probably a very small cost to pay for the peace of mind of knowing that you've protected yourself to the highest level that you could. Now, alternatively, of course, you could have your properties in a limited company and that would do the job equally as well. But obviously a limited liability company does have more complications to running it than a partnership where simply you're doing a tax return on the partnership, but all the income that you take out of that partnership is exactly the same as you did before. One of the other major benefits of a partnership, of course, is that you don't have to split the income equally between husband and wife, but that's in some of our other videos. So if we can help you in this regard at all, please feel free to give us a call. But hopefully you found that video useful. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. Bye.